What's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. In good faith that I will continue bringing you great content. So, last week I told you guys that I would do a full review on the P10F. This is the big brother to CZ's P10C, which is a compact gun. This is the full size, and this video is not going to be that long because, frankly, this gun is a beast. Simple as that. And I enjoy shooting it. I really did. So let's hop in. This is about 4.5-inch barrel, and it shot like it. It shot like a full size firearm, and I had great control of it, I would like to think, and I'll show you some footage of that. But I didn't feel like it was, flipping around in my hand. I didn't feel like I couldn't control the recoil at all. I felt very comfortable shooting. Now, I told you before that on my P10C, I have the medium back strap. On this one, it's the small back strap because it's not mine. So I didn't want to switch it around. But I still felt that it was comfortable in my hands. Another thing, the grip texture on this is a lot milder than the grip texture that was on my P10C. If you notice, I have the Talon grips on here, and I put that on there because the grip was really aggressive. And so I didn't like that about the P10C. That was one of my hiccups about it. But just putting these Talon grips on it made it feel a lot better. And I actually like the rubber texture on this particular firearm. Back to the full size. The texture on here was perfect. I shot about maybe like 100 rounds, maybe 120 in this particular firearm. And not one time did the texture bother me. Not once. Whereas I think after about 75 to 100 rounds on the P10C, I was annoyed by the grip texture. But I guess they shaved it down a little bit. Worked miracles, okay? Next, the sights are still the same. They're luminescent sights, so they're not traditional night sights per se, just luminescent. So they'll glow during the dark if they had some sunlight on them during the day. So they're not true night sights, but if you illuminated them during the day with some type of flashlight, or if they were in the sun, then at night they would shine a little bit. Not the best set of sights, but way better than Glock, way better than a lot of other firearms out there out of the box. So if it's up to me, I will put a fiber optic front sight and a blacked out rear. But that's just me. Let's get into this trigger. So again, the gun is empty. The trigger was, I will probably say, it was a hair better than the P10C. And it was a little better because it had, I want to say, a little less take up. I don't even know if I could show you on camera. I was playing with it off of camera, and I noticed it. Now, I wish I've taken this to the range, and I totally forgot to take it to the range. But as I got home and I was playing around with the trigger, I'm like, man, this trigger feels, it just feels smoother? I'm not sure. Let me see. I don't know if I can explain that well. Yeah, it's a little more grit on this. It's a little more grit than the full size. I don't know, but anyway, let me show you the trigger. This is something that you actually have to have in your hand to understand what I'm talking about, because it's more of a feel than it is audible or anything else. All right, so here we go with the trigger. It's empty. So it's definitely smooth, and there's definitely some take up, right? It's not automatically at the wall. It's not like a single action trigger. There is take up. But once you get to the wall, okay, very nice, audible and tactile. All right, here we go with the reset. Very short reset is right there. And you're right back at the wall. One of the things that I do like is that once you pull the trigger, all right, and then you do the reset, I like how you're already at the wall. There is no more over travel, okay? You just pull and you're right there. I guess it's still the same with this, you know? Here, little take up, okay? You guys be the judge. You have to pick it up and play with it. But as far as I can tell, it looked like they did a little bit more to the P10F. Not a lot where it's super noticeable, but definitely there's an improvement on the trigger. On the P10C, the mag release is ambi, okay, on both sides. On the P10F, the mag release is literally just on this side, but you can swap it so that it's on this side, but it is on one side. When I use the mag release, no problems at all. Dropped out. It was perfect. On the P10C, you really have to, even now I'm pressing, you really gotta press that right at the right angle, otherwise it's not going to drop automatically. So they did fix it on the full size. Also, the slide lock. So the slide lock is ambi, just like on the P10C. But I'll show you in the video, there was a time where I inserted the mag and the slide released forward. Now, the only other gun that has done that for me is my M&P 9 full size. Every other gun, I have to literally rack the slide for it to go forward after I insert a magazine. The angle at which I inserted it and the power in which I inserted it allow the slide to go forward. Some people don't like that. I love it. I wish all of my guns did that. Some people think that, you know, it could be a safety concern once that slide go forward, once you insert the mag. I haven't had any problems with it, even at the range when I have done it 100 times, because I told you guys in my M&P 9 video that has about 4,500 rounds through it, and every single time I insert the magazine, it literally, the slide goes forward. So I don't think it's supposed to do that, because in the M&P 2.0, when you insert the mag, even on the full size, although I do have the compact, but on both, when you insert the mag, it does not go forward. That slide lock remains locked, like it's literally locked, and I have to release the slide lock or charge it for it to go forward. And I think on the 2.0, if I remember correctly, because I haven't shot that a lot, so I'm trying to go off of memory, on a 2.0 compact, when you insert the mag with the slide lock back, you can't even use the slide lock or the slide release for it to go forward. You literally have to charge it for it to go forward. I did not like that, because it, like I said, I like it to, you know, automatically go forward once I put the mag in. So they fixed that on the 2.0 compact. I know that for certain. Again, I inserted that mag and boom, it went forward. And it did it, because remember, this gun is new. It did it at about, I want to say the, maybe the 75, maybe 50, between 50 and 75 rounds. I inserted the mag and it did it. Now, it probably would have done it out the gate. I just don't remember actually putting that mag in and boom, you know, because it was new, it's a new gun, and I'm like, you know, okay, let me be gentle, it's not mine, let me just see. And then as I was shooting more rounds, I'm like, pow, pow, and it just boom, it just went. So I love that. Again, some people may not like it, I might be rambling on about it, but for me, I enjoy it. What else can I say about this awesome piece? It felt really good to shoot. It had a real long radius, and I've noticed that when I'm shooting, a lot of my shots, and it has to be my grip. I'll show you in the video. A lot of my shots go to the right. At one point while I was shooting, my target on the right side, I think it's the upper right target, started to rip off some of the cardboard. Excuse me. It started to rip off some of the target on the right side. So you'll see there's a gap in the right side from where I was shooting all the way to the right. So that's in my grip. Somehow I gotta fix that in my grip. I don't know what that's about, but maybe I gotta go back to the basics, and maybe I gotta start dry firing a lot more, because since I've been doing these videos, I definitely have not been dry firing like I'm supposed to. Last thing. So if you look up here, you'll see that there is some texture where you can put your thumb and you can put your index finger. And so I was putting my thumb up here, right? Thought that'll be great. Not so much. I'll call a little blister right here from doing that. And I think because the stipple protrudes a little bit. But it's weird because on my P10C, it's the same stipple. The same stipple work. And I don't remember getting a blister when shooting this firearm. I don't remember. Now, granted, I have not shot this in a very long time, so I probably did get a blister initially when I shot it, but that wasn't one of my gripes. And I know that I do have, you know, soft hands and stuff like that, so maybe it happened, I just don't remember. But I know today, and because the blister is fresh, that I did not like that up there. I'm sure once I get used to it, it won't be a problem at all, but I didn't like that. I like and I enjoyed that CZ left that undercut under here, right? And they did it on the P10C as well. There's a little undercut, right? Very subtle, but enough for you to get your knuckles right underneath and to be able to get a really good purchase on that grip. So listen, I don't know if I forgot anything. There wasn't really much to talk about because everything that I've said about the P10C in other videos is literally the same thing with the P10F, except that it's longer. It has another slot for an accessory rail, whereas on the P10C, it just had one little slot, one little notch there. CZ, again, you know, they get it right. There's nothing more I can say other than the fact that I love CZ. The P10F is great. I appreciate CZ for bringing something like this to the market. And I might do something in the future where I look at this and maybe the Shadow 2 as well as the Glock 17. But I'm giving this back to my friend pretty soon, but I did record some video of that, so I might give you my opinions on that if you want to know about it. All right, so anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Peace.